So it is now Wednesday morning, around about 9 o'clock, and I'm going to go out for a very quick, easy run using the Lone Peak 4s. I've had these for a couple of years now. I'm just finding I'm transitioning to Ultra a lot more now, just because I'm so used to the Ultra Olympus 4s, which have just that big room up front. It just makes all my other shoes, my Hokas and my Nikes, just feel just too tight. It's a nice blue sky, the sun is out. So Monday was a run on the treadmill. I did 12K, pretty hard. Tuesday, 15 times 45 seconds, all out hard efforts with 75 seconds easy jog in between. All on the trails, all undulating trails, only about 8-9 kilometers in total. The intensity was up, so the duration was low. Anywho, enough chat, let's go on with this run. So I'm back in the Lone Peaks, Ultras, Lone Peak 4s, which I haven't actually put on for a while. And as I said earlier, I think it looks like I'm going to be having to completely transition to Ultra shoes, because I'm now so used to that space up front, the width, but also the natural foot strike, just feeling much more upright. Just feels like you're supposed to run. Seems to be much less impact on the ground. Your foot seems to be landing nicely underneath your hips, and obviously takes out pretty much any chance of heel striking with the zero drop. So I think I'm now going to have to completely convert to using Ultras. If anyone's finding that they're starting to get sort of knee issues or hip issues, that could be to do with the elevated heel of their trainer. I noticed that when I did manage to switch across to using zero drop, any sort of lower knee pain that I had from when I was in the Nikes, it seemed to dissipate. But I just noticed that the elevated heel, there's a lot more pressure, a lot more force on the knees and the hips, even if it's only 6, 8, 10 millimeters. It sounds like nothing, but over an hour or two, if you're running, or how many hours you're doing a week, it's a lot of extra sort of stress on the hips and the knees. Because when you're in the flat, in zero drop, you don't have any sort of tendency to heel strike. Your foot seems to land nicely underneath your hips, as I said, which then takes a lot of this sort of potential stress off the knees. But in turn, when you do transition, if you do to zero drop, it does take time, because obviously it puts a lot more stress on your Achilles and your calf, soleus. So that can take a while, but I think it's worth it once you get there, because the movement in zero drops, as I said, just seems much more natural, primal. It just feels more fun. I feel a bit more like a kid again. Well, that was a nice 60 minutes on the trails, just going by feel, all really easy, and just giving the old Lone Peaks here another another run. I've had them for a couple of years now. And they've still got some life in them.